A couple of years back, I wanted to become a film director. I visualized myself walking down the aisle of an excited film event and everyone is shouting for me. And and I put up this image of a humble guy who has so many loyal fans. I'm this guy with full of fans, full of loyal fans. Everyone is talking about me in their dinner table because I'm such a good film director. The entire India is talking about me because they got entertained in the film industry so much. And I visualize to be that person. I visualize to be that guy who everyone is talking about, who has this image of this big shot, who has this image of this crazy guy, this amazing guy, this guy who has it all, who has achieved the crazy level of success. I visualize myself being that guy. I visualize people shouting for me, my name in the theater, because I was good film director. I was making this amazing films, and I was the number one in the entire of India, in the entire world. And but I had this image of an awful humble guy, yeah. And it all started when I saw this film director called Lokesh Kanakaraj. I got kind of like a fanboy seduced by the way he talked in his interviews, and he wasn't very introverted childhood loser who was bad at studies. Sounded exactly like me. And he became very successful in India, becoming one of the top directors here in India. I thought, wait, he's exactly like me. He's introverted. He's failed in his education system. He's me. Like he's literally like me. So I will start to act the way he talked, and think as if I am him. Then I'll probably be successful like him, right? And I think it probably came from a desperation for success because I tried football and cricket before and I was very unsuccessful in it. So I admired him because everyone respected Lokesh Kanakraj, and he had a very nice image on social media. So I wanted to be like him, and that's the reason why we shouldn't take inspirations from social media. Not that it's bad, but it's just that people put up a fake image of themselves. People put up a wrong image for people. So yeah, and he had a lot of fan following, and so I wanted to become film director. First of all, this is not a bad situation at all to be in, and in fact, it is one of the best situations that you probably can be in because you have an idol and you have a goal set for yourself. This is more than enough for a man to get fulfilled internally. But the worst part was that I just sat and thought about film direction. I never really tried it. Like I never really tried it at all. I just thought about film direction. I just like visualized, like film sequences, like film stories when I was like hearing some songs, or when I was walking down the road. I was just like thinking about songs, thinking about stories, thinking about like all these kind of stuff, visualizing them. Whenever you walk down the road, or whenever you're like traveling, you like think about stories. It's kind of like best mood to kind of get thoughts and get stories or whatever. And I used to see like action sequences and everything, and I truly thought this was my like life purpose. And I literally thought like this was the thing that I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. And I literally thought like, yeah, this is the shit that I want to do. Like this is the thing that is made for me. Like this was the shit that I'm born for, right? So yeah, it was all just a few, kind of like a few days later, not even like a few days later, but a few years later, in honesty, I thought, wait, I've just thought about film direction all these days, and I haven't wrote a single film script. Like for example, if somebody came and asked me for a film story or for a film script, I don't have one because I'm so passionate in it. I'm thinking about it like all the time, but I don't have a single film script. I don't have a single script to show to someone that yeah, this I've written this story, take it. And so I go to this app called Coursera on Play Store, Google Chrome, whatever, and I enrolled into a film scripting course. And trust me, not even a month, within a few days of me just locking in into writing the script, I realized, man, this shit isn't for me. Like literally, I felt like so like fucking empty and hollow inside whenever I wrote a script, because it was just wasn't for me. You know, like story writing stories wasn't for me. Whoa, it wasn't made for a person like me. I was completely a different person. I was much more of a knowledge driven person, and I didn't like the process of film direction. I didn't like the process of it, but I like the end result. I like the end result of, being shouted by thousands of people when you're walking down the street, by getting selfies all the time, by going to a film theater and like seeing people shout for the scenes that you had written, you had made, you had imagined. I loved the end result, but I was I was in love with the sense of victory, but not with the hard work and the embarrassment it required. I, wa- I was in love with the victory of the war, and and the women that I would get from it, but not the the risks that a war would require, but not the bloodshed a war would require. But I wasn't in love with getting stabbed in my heart by a person opposite standing to me. I was in love with, at the end, winning everything. I was in love with getting the scars. I was in love with having the scars. Okay, can you kind of understand what I'm saying here? I was in love with having the scars of a great soldier. I wasn't in love with getting the scars, like bleeding all while fighting for your motherland. I was in love with that. I was in love with victory. And I wasted a solid 3 to 4 years of my life in this bullshit. And so my advice would be that, first of all, get off social media. Uh, for a full week, see no movies, or at least maybe for a couple of days, see no movies, no songs, no processed food. Just eat like whatever your mother makes, and you just in silence. Name the activities that you would like to do. So you have to take a couple of days off where you're seeing like nothing. You're just not seeing a single social media. You're not seeing, you're not listening to a single song. You're seeing nothing that could influence you. You are just with you, with your own thoughts in silence. And name the activities that you would like to do. Name like 2 to 3 of them. Don't name what you want to do, name the activities. For example, it could be going to the gym. I love going to the gym. It could be anything. It could be anything as common as reading a book. It could be, but name like healthy habits. Like name habits which actually are like kind of, fun to do. And don't name activities like watching porn, like watching social media, like eating junk food. Like no, those are bad things. Activities like, okay, I like to go traveling, I like to write stories, I like to read books, I like to talk to people, I like to sell people things, I like to advise people when they're in the gym, I like to arrange like this parties, wherever, like people are want to join to a party. I want to be the person who like arranges the meeting, who like to arrange the place and everything. So I want to be that person who like arranges everything. I like to be the person in a trip who like arranges all the hotels, who like arranges all the food and like all the thing and everything, so that other people like don't find it like, kind of like a headache to like book everything. I want to be that guy. So what are the 2 to 3 activities that you like to do? Forget about your job or your career, or everything. Name 2 to 3 activities, or like how many activities you want, you can name it, no issues, but then name a few activities that you want to do. And by the way, the most important thing is, we all have thought success was about hard work and perseverance, but in truth it is actually about finding the things that you really like, and then doing them uncompromisably every single day, because you just love it so much, and then you just attain success from it anyways, because you love it so much, because you love those activities so much, because this is not told by me. This is told by this author called Brianna West in her book, The Mountain Is You. So basically, this you have to uh, find the 2 to 3 activities that you like, and you have to monetize them. Like for example, let's take you have found your 2 to 3 activities like after a couple of days, right? It for me it was working out and giving advice and teaching. So these were my 2 to 3 activities. You can have more than how many ever you want. You can have like how many ever activities you want. You can literally monetize anything you want nowadays. For example, it is traveling. You can literally monetize traveling right now, right today. Like you can literally go out and like go to like a nearby like really well maintained park in your city, and then you can upload a video about you traveling from your house till there. And then you can upload like hundreds of videos. You can go to like hundreds of other places in your hometown, your home location, and then you get to make money from that. You get to make money from traveling. You and then and you could also be like a village person. You could be a guy from a very remote place, and then you can upload your lifestyle in that particular village. And then you can share the pros and cons of the village life, and you will get people watching you for it, and you will get paid money for it. And so today, in today's world, like literally anything is monetizable, anything. And if you still don't believe me, like if you watched like 11 or 11 minutes and like 45 seconds or something, the major thing you have to understand is that success is never really about like we all have been given this idea in like school and like all this, especially our parents at school and everything. Success is about like you have to go hard work and everything. It's absolutely true. I don't disagree with it, but then success is more about like doing the 2 to 3 like few activities that you like really like, and then monetizing them. Like you know what I'm trying to tell you, like find the 2 to 3 things that you really love to do, that really energizes you, and then do them for like the rest of your life, because that you love it so much. And then that's how you attain like insane amount of success. That's how you become like a Beethoven. That's how you become like a Tom Cruise. That's how you become like this legendary like Roosevelt. So you have to find like the 2 to 3 activities you really like to do, and then you just do it for the rest of your life. And success is not about seeing a goal that you find attractive. That's not love, it's lust. See, we all think like success is all about like you see something which is like really attractive. For example, you see a movie about a guy going to military in the army, and then you decide like, okay, oh shit, that looks super cool, that looks super attractive, even I'll become an army guy. But then like in truth, you have to go through so many sufferings being an army guy. Like are you ready to sleep for like 4 to 5 hours every single day, and then do a lot of physical training because you wanted to be an army man? Are you ready to stay away from your family? Are you ready to stay away from your lover? Like are you ready to stay away from your close relationship? So you have to like consider like so many other factors in your life before considering it. And you can also ask one more question, like, am I okay to go with the sufferings of that particular job? For example, if you want to become a film director, like, let's be honest, you can't be like a true version of yourself. You have to put out a fake version of yourself to the society. You have to kind of like be the person whom you're not. Like you're getting what I'm saying here, right? You have to be, for example, you have to make movies based on what the producer wants, and you have to add so many things according to the producer, because of course he's putting in a lot of money for the movie. And then you have your work is not made by your own creative process, but it is succumbed to so many other outside factors. So yeah, it's like always like I hope you get what I'm trying to say. I hope my younger version who is watching this gets some kind of advice right here. So success is not about seeing a goal that's very like attractive, and then like, oh shit, oh that's such a good goal, like if I get that, like everyone will appreciate me, that the entire India will talk, like entire world talk about me in their dinner table. I'll become that particular thing. It's not about that. Like, that's not love, that's lust. It's like, it's like seeing like a beautiful woman with like beautiful ass and beautiful like tits and everything, and then you want to marry her. But you have to realize that she has been railed over by 10 to 20 other guys to like, before you seeing her, she has been like fucked over like many more times before you, and then now you want to marry her. Instead, find a woman who's spiritual and who's right for you and marry her instead. Obviously, you are not in love with the process, but you are in love with the result of it. You are in love with the people's validation. You are in love with what what it could offer, what you could get, what it could give you. So yeah, if you don't believe me, do your whatever you think your dream career or job is. For example, whatever it is, do it consistently for 100 days straight for 1 hour every single day, and then see what happens. Right? Like, there's nothing wrong with doing this, right? If you don't believe, like for example, let's say your dream career is like something like film direction, right? Start scripting every single day. Start writing stories. Go and enroll into like a film scripting course or something, and then start scripting every single day for 1 hour every single day for the next 100 days. And after 100 days, if you still like it, it like, well done, it is for you. Go ahead and do it. And suppose if you realize that, okay, oh shit, it's not for me, then I think you have to rewatch the entire video and then do whatever. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this video has helped someone.